course, in the form of the Macho Man.
Yeah,
Randy Savage.
I'm seeing 3 lances here and
Yeah,
four axes.
this is gonna get loud.
I'm thinking right now, right, that Solarson and Macheeete should be the ones you expect to win this, but Rakushain and Merlin have been playing amazing so far. I don't know if you've been watching. Their gameplay was absolutely gorgeous and insane, team combo-wise especially.
Unfortunately, I've only been catching the loser side, so I haven't seen them play yet.
Oh,
but
right.
They do seem to be taking a beating currently.
You were surprised to see Fozy Pavel in loser side, right?
Indeed. Pavel
Raku Merlin sent them there.
I see. I understand now. Pavelski, obviously my compatriot. I'm kind of obliged to support him.
The Bulgarian, right? Okay. So far, we're seeing quite the amazing showing by Solarson and Macheeete, though. Merlin and Rakushain barely holding on, quite even there. Rakushain does not get the follow-up onto that one, but they do confirm the kill in the 2v1 situation. Now, quite some good damage there. Rakushain on the insane follow-up. Not quite optimal, but that's the best they could get out of that positioning. And that is quite a lot of damage on Solarson, but Macheeete Solarson even that out almost instantly. Damage even again. We're in 2 1v1 situations as of right now. Rakushain covering for Merlin to get back to stage there. Knocking him up in the air, not getting any 2v1 situations out there. Knocking Solarson off stage. Merlin flies right after, tries to finish it with a ground pound. It does get reversed on the DI ground pound. Rakushain staying alive, not for long. Solarson and Macheeete holding onto the lead a little bit there.
Alright, we got a 2-stock lead for Solarson and Macheeete. Could be turned around any second now. There we go, that's the side stick from Merlin coming out. Lance versus Lance. We got the axe swap up from Rakushain, probably seeking that matchup advantage into the Lance. And Solarson is probably about to pick up as well. Yep, there it is. Macheeete barely hanging on that ogre defense, being a blessing for him. Not enough though. The curse of Rakushain's axe has fallen down upon him.
This is still fairly even. Rakushain is a bit behind damage-wise, which means Solarson and Macheeete are still holding onto that lead they've had almost the entire game. But Rakushain, being on the Terros, one of the highest, if not the highest force character in the game, we know damn well a 1 good hit and this could be reversed, but I don't think that's happening. As Rakushain was getting back to stage, Merlin was busy getting team combo by Solarson and Macheeete, and this is looking rough for them right now, as Merlin does go down there. 1 more hit on Rakushain as well. Solarson dropping the kill there, but I think that is it for Rakushain, and we're going to game 2 with Macheeete Solarson being up 1-0.
You're talking about 1 more hit. Macheeete and Solarson got like 12 unanswered hits there in a row.
What?
They're playing absolutely off their mind. Going back to Demon Island.
Yes, sir. I'm also
what are the
looking at their...
that we need to see?
I'm also looking at their character picks right now. They're staying the exact same. I think both of these teams have their set picks for this, unless it's Macheeete switching around a little bit. Your camera is frozen, by the way. Unless Macheeete switches around a bit, which we have seen early in the sets, where Macheeete was playing Val after the double ogre wasn't working out too well. But so far it's working out quite well, and Macheeete does not have a need to switch. But other than that, I don't think anyone in this set will switch at all. So far, the game once again going in Solarson and Macheete's favor quite a bit there. He does get the follow-up. Amazing weapon throw. Rakushain barely manages to dodge. They're out of options. They're in a bad spot right now, getting forced off stage. Rakushain and Merlin need to do some catch-up here, while Solarson and Macheeete are already looking for the kill after half a minute of playtime. They are trying to confirm the kill, which Rakushain does go down right there, and Merlin barely holding on off stage. He gets hit by the weapon throw, but does manage to stay alive. Macheeete going for the kill confirm. They get a quick team combo here, can convert quite a bit of damage with that. Solarson does get hit there as well, but they have quite the damage lead now.
Right, Rakushain coming with that side stick, recovering onto Macheeete. That weapon throw, is it going to be enough to confirm it? No! But the ground pound is going to finish it up, and the sidelight recovery from Merlin going to finish off Solarson as well, evening up the stocks damage in favor of the red team. Rakushain being a bit beaten up here, but they could definitely make this back with some good hits, just like Rakushain is putting out onto Solarson right now.
Rakushain and Merlin, definitely, no matter how far behind they are, you can never count them out. Rakushain used to team with Urbido as well, if you remember that. Urbido, amazing French player as well, I believe. Or maybe not even French, I don't remember. But he was amazing gameplay by Solarson right there. The weapon throw ground pound, that's an OG play that you remember in 2016, 2017. You used to see that all the time. Nowadays, people consider it too much of a risk. But that risk worked out there for Solarson right there. And I'm thinking Rakushain and Merlin are like... comparable to Coco Spyrox. They always have a team combo up their sleeve. You never can count them out because they might pull like a team combo out and just completely reverse the opposite team. But right now it's looking extremely rough as Macheeete Solarson are almost a full stock ahead of against them right now. And Solarson does go down to his to his last stock there, and so does Macheeete, but the damage lead right now is quite massive, and if they don't get a team combo here, it is looking quite rough for Rakushain and Merlin to bring back right in here and now.
Absolutely looking very bleak as Merlin left alone in the 1v2 with barely one hit left on him. That might be it. No. The Ogre defense once again keeping him alive. 3 players here on that, 7 defense that Ogre has. This might be an opportunity. No, Macheeete manages to slip through the cracks, and the end light once again is gonna finish it off, putting it 2-0, pardon.
Oh wow, we're going right back to the map bans. No one's switching anything. We went right back, everyone logged in right away. We're going into the game 3 right away. Macheeete Solarson being up 2-0 right now, which does look very dominant, but every game so far has been fairly close, which means Merlin and Rakushain cannot be counted out here. But seeing as Macheeete is still on the double Ogre with Solarson, I don't think he's too worried, as this character pick has been working out. If they start losing, Macheeete will probably character switch, but as of right now, they're looking very, very dominant. More so than the score would suggest.
What are the adjustments that Merlin and Rakushain need to make here?
They need to get stage control somehow. They need to start getting into those 2v1 situations that they are known for, which they are in right now, in extremely early and amazing KO onto Macheeete, but they do not convert any or too much 2v1 damage, at least against Solarson right there. Macheeete in a very dangerous situation off stage there, once again not converting on the 2v1 situation. Solarson being unable to get up to stage quick enough, and there's a lot of offstage play going on here right now, and it's not working in the favor of Solarson and Macheeete. Maybe they are the ones that need the offstage, stage control, because right now Merlin and Rakushain are playing a whole different game than the first 2 ones.
Merlin and Rakushain getting insane offstage picks. Unfortunately, Rakushain getting the stock loss from the reversal there, but Merlin getting an insane GC side stick read onto Solarson. Almost gets taken out off the right side, but it's still his first stock, so it wouldn't be that much of a loss for the blue team. There it goes. Rakushain in the 1v2, he needs to take as little damage as possible. He needs to weave and bop all the way through these hits until Merlin is back, just like that, and they get the double side air off the side.
Rakushain and Merlin, I thought for a second that Solarson and Macheeete were bringing it back quite well there, but all of a sudden Rakushain and Merlin just do their thing, and now they're ahead quite well. Merlin landing a lot of sidelight nairs there, Rakushain managing to follow up off of it. That's a lot of quick damage, that's a lot of solid damage, and they can build upon that lead. Rakushain is 1 hit away from going down to his last stock, which would be the win condition for Solarson and Macheeete if they can get him down to the last stock and they get a quick team combo onto Rakushain, which he does go down to the last stock now, but they're all very close to being KO'd, which Solarson does go down. Merlin almost getting the follow-up there. That was quite the risk follow-up that he went for there, but they can afford it as Merlin is still on a second stock in yellow. Quite the dominant comeback by Rakushain and Merlin here. We're going into game 4, which they went to the map bans right away, so we're not seeing any character switches, which is surprising, which I would have expected from Macheeete, but we're going into game 4 with the exact same team comps, and I think we might be seeing a different Rakushain and Merlin here, considering how game 3 went for them.
That is definitely an opportunity for Rakushain and Merlin to turn around the momentum of this game. They are down 2-1, so if they drop this, they go down to losers bracket. Need to face off one of those teams that are in losers quarterfinals right now, or other semifinals.
Oh my god! Talk about a different Rakushain Merlin. That's an amazing start to the game, but Solarson and Macheeete stay calm. They have that professional mentality. They've been pros for a long time. They know how to make a comeback from that, but Macheeete does go down there, I believe. No, he does make it back. He gets the dodge back, and Solarson goes down instead. This is an amazing game so far, as it has been very quick paced. We not even a half minute into the game, and there's already been a KO, and everyone else is close to a KO as well. The D-Light on X almost finishing him there. Solarson and Rakushain slowly poking each other out there. Rakushain keeping Solarson off of the weapon. Macheeete going down. and Solarson finally getting that one pickup. They're not convert on the 2v1 too much, but they do send him off stage there. That is a dangerous situation. Solarson might be KO'd here. That could have been dangerous if Merlin depth pulled through that ground pound there. Instead of hitting the stage, he would have been hit by the GC neutral stick, so him not hitting ground pound there was actually successful, and they're building up a lot of damage on Macheeete now. It looks like we're going to game 5 so far, as they have been amazing so far with a lot of momentum.
Macheeete misses the punish onto that recovery from Merlin. Now we got freelances on the stage. Rakushain picking up the axe on his fresh stock. Solarson would be the ideal target here if they can get him out. They get a free 1v2 on the last 2 stocks of Macheeete. Gonna be a bit difficult though, as Rakushain taking out his own teammate. First stock, but still putting him in an uncomfortable situation here outside of the stage. Merlin gonna come in, provide the relief.
Now, this is a very possible situation for Macheeete Solarson as well. If Macheeete can hold onto a stock, especially Solarson holding onto a stock, since he's on his last stock as well, and they can get Rakushain onto the last one, they have a win condition which they could focus on Rakushain, but Rakushain is known for holding onto his stocks quite well, which Macheeete goes on down there as well, while Rakushain is still on a second stock. This is looking quite rough for Solarson and Macheeete, as Solarson is 1 hit away from going out of the set. Well,
and there we go, seeing those conversions. Every sideline there Merlin has hit has had a follow-up from Rakushain. Just goes to show the chemistry these two have.
Yeah, they've definitely been playing for a long time. I feel like the first 2 games might have been adjusting games for them, if you know what I mean. Because this is looking like an entirely different set. They're dominating. They're on 4 stock game 1 right now. And Merlin as well, 5 KOs, 600 damage. And I believe we're going right back to the next character bats. I will crack open my walnut with my fingers on cam real quick. There we go. Because why not? And we're going into game 5?
Game number 5. It's gonna be a tough nut to crack for Macheeete as he swaps over to the Vow, to the Stevani. Steven Universe crossover.
3, 2,
Let's see what he can do. Getting a bit less range, but the weapons are faster and they have more offstage and more strength potential, so could work out for Macheeete if he can get those reads in.
No, this is the Val pickup that we've seen in the previous set with Macheeete and Solarson. When the double Ogre wasn't working, Macheeete switched over to the Val, and they brought it back. They beat Blaze and Nice with this comp after everything went wrong, and they reversed 3-0'd them at the time. And right now, it's not looking like it's working out too well. Macheeete is still holding on quite well, getting the damage build up on Rakushain and Merlin. But Solarson needs a game changer here. Solarson needs some momentum, so Macheeete needs to really dominate here. Otherwise, it's looking like we're gonna go down to a 2v1 between Rakushain and Merlin and Macheeete. But Solarson not being hit so far, still on that second stock, KOing Rakushain there, and this is the first lead from Macheeete Solarson that we have seen in quite a while.
Absolutely. Merlin, Rakushain both unarmed. Rakushain finally, Merlin finally picking up that lance. Gonna be in a ditto with Solarson, gonna try and build up some damage onto each other. Solarson currently getting the best of that, but Rakushain trading it very fast. Macheeete is the only one on extra stock, and there we go, Caster's Curse. Gotta take him out.
Quick shout out for the raid for Slow Motion Gaming, as he's just raided us with over 100 viewers. Hope you had a great Steam Slow Motion, and everyone that was in Slow Motion stream. We are currently in winners finals. We are in top 4 of this tournament. Welcome to Galaxy Cup Blizzard EU 2v2. We are in game 5 between Rakushain, Merlin, and Solarson Macheeete, which so far has been a very exciting set. Macheeete Solarson winning the first 2 games, and Rakushain Merlin winning the last 2. And right now we're looking at a very close match, as Macheeete is still on basically white on a second stock, while Solarson just went down to his last, and Rakushain Merlin are almost on their last stock, which has just happened. And now Macheeete and Solarson are ahead again. This is very much a winnable game for both sides.
Solarson is the win condition. Solarson is the key piece. He's the queen currently, and Macheeete needs to keep his queen alive.
Yas, queen.
Slay.
Solarson. Oh my god. Solarson getting targeted quite a bit there from Merlin. Seems like they're getting more of a 1v1 focus going there. Macheeete seems to really try to rush after Solarson, trying to keep him alive. But that's working not in his favor too much, because they just turn around, get those quick hits on Macheeete, and right now it's looking rough again for Solarson and Macheeete as the game has been evened out basically, and we know damn well what Merlin and Rakushain are capable of after the past few games.
Man, it's almost like having a 2-1 stock distribution on your team is more of a disadvantage, because you get that mentality of I need to keep my teammate alive at any cost, and then you take unnecessary damage for it.
They messed up the team combo there. Macheeete is in a doable 1v2 if he can get a weapon here, which is the condition for him to win probably, unless he gets a quick unarmed KO on Rakushain, which Rakushain is playing very careful right now, letting Merlin poke out in front. While Merlin is still very close to KO percentage, Rakushain is, no matter what hits, he is away from an attack. Never mind, a sideline would not kill. But they're approaching kill percentage. Macheeete offstage here. Rakushain is going in, he's taking the risk. Does not get the confirm there. This is still possible for Macheeete, but this Enlight sends him away quite far. And I think we are looking at Merlin Rakushain in Grand Finals. They went down 0-2 against Macheeete Solarson at first, and they just reverse 3-0'd them. We are looking at a Rakushain Merlin Grand Finals.